Very good afternoon to you and welcome to KTN Business Today, coming to you live from Nairobi, the capital city of Kenya. And we have quite a lot lined up for you this afternoon. We'll be talking matters to do with organic farming. Over and above that, we'll be having an interesting conversation regarding how the week has been. We'll be speaking to Ken Gishinga. And later on, I'll be interviewing the CEO of Brand Kenya Board, Mary Luseka, just to get what way forward for Kenya when it comes to branding and attracting investors. All that here on the show. Let's start you off with our Twitter poll question. Today we're asking you, how best can Kenya better brand itself to attract more investors in 2018? How can Kenya brand itself better to attract more investors in 2018? Well, send us in your feedback using our Twitter handle at KTN News, or you can tweet me at Agina Abi. Remember to use the hashtag KTN Business, and we'll be able to sample your views as we move along. Well, as we always take a look at the markets, time to get the latest from how the money markets have been performing in trading today. And if you can join us here on our Super Wall, we should be able to take you through this. Well, the US dollar today is trading at 102 shillings and 98 cents, buying, selling at 103.18. Well, we've seen some improvements there compared to last week. Right now, we are seeing the shilling moving towards 102. It has maintained at 103 for quite some time now. So some sense of strengthening of the Kenya shilling against the dollar. While the sterling pound has remained relatively steady at 137 buying, 0.53, selling at 137.83. The euro is trading at 122 shillings and 11 cents, buying, selling at 122.37. Well, that's just a look at how the markets are on the currency front. And I'd like us to skip the NSE performance because we shall revisit it later. And we'll be putting some interesting questions to Ken Gishinga. Let's turn attention to the most active counters as we take a look at some of the interesting aspects on the most active counters, where we are seeing Safaricom topping the charts. They are up 11.55 million shares. Britam doing well. They are at 706,000. TPS Serena also doing well. 2 million shares moved. Kenol Kobil moving 1.81 million shares. Well, interesting that we are not seeing any banks today among the top movers. Let's take a look at the winning counters. We have TransCentury, which has moved, is actually up 7.5%, share price at 6 shillings and 45 cents. TPS Serena also making a good comeback. December being the festive season, the share price is doing well. It's at 6.92 shillings and selling at 34.75. Stanlib also doing well. They're up 6.8% and it's trading at 11 shillings. Unga Limited also doing well. It's up 2.75%. Share price at 28 shillings. Let's wrap up with a look at how the other losing counters have performed. Well, East Africa Portland Cement not doing well. They're down 8.33%. Standard Group also not on the winning counters today. We are down 6.85%. Kabacid also not doing well, down 5.51%. Total Kenya, closing of the counters, it's down 3.09%. Well, just a quick look at the markets and how they continue to trade here on the exchange. Well, let's move on to some more stories now. And the National Social Security Fund, NSSF, today moved to evict Nakumatt supermarkets from the city center branch at Hazina Trade Center, otherwise known as Nakumatt Lifestyle. This is just one more nail to the coffin of the erstwhile major retail and comes hot on the heels of a similar move at the Nakumatt Junction branch. Peter Okaba has been covering that story and files the following report.
Now, I am standing outside the Nakumatt Lifestyle building here on Monrovia Street, here in the middle of town, where the tenant, that is Nakumatt, has recently been evicted by NSSF. And a blockade currently going on here that, well, you can see me, you can see right behind me a vehicle that is blocking the ramp to the basement. Other vehicles that have continued the blockade here. This is a situation that has been going on since about 5 a.m. in the morning, and the situation, of course, being the fact that with Nakumatt having gone into financial distress and being unable to meet its rent obligations, they have been in arrears, and orders having now been enforced to take over the premises. Reporting for KTN News from Monrovia Street here in the Nairobi CBD, my name is Peter Wakaba.
Well, of course, that's a story we continue to pursue here on the program. Let's turn attention to Matters Petroleum now, and the Kenya Pipeline Company has given assurance that there is sufficient supply of fuel in the country to meet domestic and regional demand during the festive season. KPC's current stock position in the country indicates that there is over 53 million litres of petrol, more than 53 million litres of diesel, and over 71 million litres of jet fuel available at various depots throughout the country. According to KPC, the current stocks are expected to last up to 12 days. Already, there are ships in Mombasa carrying 248 million litres of diesel, 141 million litres of petrol, and 45 million litres of jet fuel waiting to discharge into the KPC system. National Transport and Safety Authority officers yesterday night were actually stopped drivers and spent at least 10 minutes to remind them the importance of observing traffic rules all the time. Officers led by NTSA Director for Operations, Alan Aiden, camped at Maungu Shopping Center in Voi to talk to drivers on their safety this festive season. Speaking to drivers, Aiden said NTSA will request employers of long-distance drivers to give them ample time to rest before they are assigned any duties. He continued to add that owners of the buses will be forced to remove the unnecessary headlights which interfere with other road users, especially during the night. Drivers said traffic police are the ones who force many traffic accidents to happen, especially when they operate while standing at the center of the roads. They narrated how accidents happen when they are confused by traffic officers who force them to stop unnecessarily.
Kuna watu saizi unajua hii taa inasaidia kama mtu ako huko anajua wazi pale mbele kwa. Lakini sasa wale wenye wamesimama katikati ya barabara hizi taa hawana. Wao wamesimama. So ukikuja ukifikiria labda gari hii iko na problem unataka una overtake. Already amecause jam kama lori zikisimama lori 7 ama 8 ni mahali mrefu sana. So wakati umetoka tayari unaona tayari umeshafanya nini? Usha overtake lori kama 2. Tayari zingine 5 ziko mbele yako, already uko katikati hapo on the wrong side. Umerealize sasa askari amesimama pale mbele. Ako katikati ya barabara. Unaona? Sasa inabidi utafute vile utafanya nini? Utarudi line yako. Na already wewe ulipotoka gari zenye zilikuwa nyuma yako zimejua hii gari yenye iko mbele iko na zimekufuata. Unaona hiyo problem? Sasa askari pia watafute mahali kama watatusimamisha for inspection, wao wanaweka gari kando. Sio kutuweka katikati ya barabara. Tumesimama katikati ya barabara on the road and we are doing business. Unaona? So afadhali to pull aside. Askari kama ni kuinspect gari, I inspect gari. As others zinafanya nini? Zinaendelea kuenda.
Well, quite a timely update there from NTSA. National Land Commission Chairman Muhammad Swazuri has raised the red flag on digital land grabbers using fake court orders to evict squatters from communal land in Athi River. He was speaking when visiting squatters who are occupying disputed communal land measuring more than 3,000 acres. Swazuri said most unscrupulous land grabbers have gone digital to hoodwink members of the community. According to Swazuri, the cartel is coming up with fake court orders under judgment before serving them to the occupant of land, and police to be assisted to evict the occupants of the targeted land.
Wananchi mkae kwa usalama. mukae kwa amani. Polisi uchunge usalama. County Commissioner utuchungie wananchi wetu. Sababu tukiwapiga hawa nani tutampatia? Okay? Na kweli kama alivyosema mheshimiwa, kuna watu wana tabia ya kuenda mahakamani kuchukua court orders kiholela nyingine. Zile ambazo ziko sawa, court orders sawa, tunakubali, hatupingi mahakama, lakini wengi wanafanya hivyo in order to defeat justice. Na siku hizi sisi tuko na uzoefu mwingi sana. Commission imefanya kazi miaka 5. Siku hizi tuna court orders nyingi sana ambazo ni fake. Siku hizi kuna rulings pia, watu wanaandika rulings wenyewe. Judgments siku hizi wanaandika watu. Sasa bila kuchunga unaweza kuaccept kwamba ruling ilitolewa hiyo shamba iende kwa fulani.